So tell me about this project of yours. It sounds quite exciting.
Well, we are right now in Soho, New York, at Doppel, the Doppel store, where you can get a custom action figure, and we have a partnership with them for our company, Real World. Real World's all about making movies and shows with the world. Anybody can join the cast of one of our films or shows right from their phone. And our first show, Justice for Hire, is what we're focused on today. I got a little flyer here that I'm keeping in my pocket. But essentially, we've produced a show where, with people around the world, it's like Uber for heroes. You can hire a hero or become one and get paid. And all of our cast members can get their own custom action figure today here at Doppel. So, we're going to do an unboxing. Show you the little box over here where we do an unboxing of a bunch of cast members who've already got scanned. And we're all completely focused on empowering people to tell their story with the same reverence that you would treat a Hollywood film or show. And that means being able to create your own character and own it, to be able to treat your story like a franchise, all the way down to your merchandise and owning, having your own action figures of yourself. So, we're building our own ecosystem, essentially a social network with guidance that has all this stuff.
That's incredible. I really like that idea. I've never heard of that before. How did you come up with this idea?
It's really a life's work. We're completely focused. I grew up in a comic book family. I grew up in Marvel. My father, who's right over there right now, he was a comic book critic and writer. And, I just watched my dad and lots of other creators manage thousands of characters. That always inspired me. And I think if Marvel was built today, it would be built on the phones. My dad actually wrote a novel for one of his favorite heroes, Silver Surfer, and that never got published because of a bunch of challenges, red tape within the company. And I got really upset when I was 11 years old and boycotted Marvel. And I was like, man, there should never be a moment where a person, a fan, can't contribute to their favorite story and characters and to expand that story. And so that's just always been in my mind. And, I don't think there's only one why for doing something, but that's a major why for me. And, it just stayed with me through my career in film and entertainment as a whole. And, now we've built our own app where anybody can contribute to their favorite show or movie and build their own worlds for people. So that's what we're really focused on.
It's amazing. I love that. And what did your father write for? I'm just curious.
So my dad wrote. He was a comic critic with the Marvel Zombie Society.
Oh wow!
Overstreet comic book. I forgot the comic fans will know what Overstreet is. And then he wrote. Jim Shooter was his mentor. My dad's Jan C. Childress, and Jim Shooter was the editor-in-chief of Marvel. And when Jim left Marvel, he started Valiant, and he brought my dad with him. And so I spent time at Valiant. And then he left Valiant and started Defiant Comics. And then he and my dad wrote the first crowdsourced comic book at Defiant called The Good Guys. And that was a comic where they reached out to fans nationwide and said, hey, if you guys want to be in this comic book, send a photo in. And we'll draw you in. And every character in The Good Guys was drawn from a fan. And so that, really also blew my mind as a kid. And that was I would call a slow motion version of what we're doing now, where anyone could just pick up their phone, create a character, and be, significant in the storyline.
Amazing. And what was the biggest challenge about starting your company?
Biggest challenge is having unique experience and hoping for others to get it. And when I say others, I mean, I was in the startup. I was in Hollywood pitching this, at Lionsgate, at Sony, at Universal, and people kind of got it. And this is back in 2014. They kind of got it. I'm like, yeah, the future is social filmmaking. It's making stuff together as a community. But technology wasn't there, culture wasn't there yet. But if you're looking at a certain set of information, it's not surprising. And there's a handful of people in the world looking at this information, saying, okay, cool. Well, this is where media is going to go. And it was it was really challenging to pitch it in Hollywood. It was really challenging to bring it to the startup ecosystem in New York because you know, different groups have different perspectives, and so they're like, "Well, hold on, this is a Hollywood idea." I'm like, "Yep, the Hollywood guys don't get it," and then the tech guys didn't necessarily get it, and so I just knew that, hey, you know what, we just need to build it ourselves and stop asking investors, venture capitalists specifically for cash to build out with us because they would want us to focus on things that were not the thing to focus on, and you know what we are focused on is guiding people. We're a social network with guidance and guiding people to tell their own stories and connect their stories to other people. And as long as we stay focused on that, we can do it for any story that you want to tell. So like, you know, hopefully one day we're doing it for Star Wars and Harry Potter. Right now we're doing it for Justice for Hire, our first show.
I love it. I'm so excited for you. And what's next for you? Or is this pretty much your baby now?
This is, you know, this is my focus. This is my life's work, honestly. So, you know, I even got my son here. So I'm you know, all in. We're raising right now on wefunder.com/realworld, REELWURLD. So that's our first crowdfunding campaign where anyone can own stock in our company. And that is the major focus right now is community ownership, people being able to come and own part of our company and help us build the world's first social film studio, so we can together, you know, change entertainment as a whole and make it not just more inclusive, but to showcase all these different types of storylines and types of characters that can come together to solve problems and challenges together. Which is, I think that's what the coolest thing that Marvel's Avengers Endgame showed us, is that you can have all these characters from all these different backgrounds unite for one common goal. And I think that is a wonderful catalyst for where we are right now with Real World and uniting heroes worldwide into one storyline.
Beautiful. And how can people get their own action figures, or do you have to be a part of your company to get one?
So anybody can, right now the Doppel store is in New York and they're opening one in LA in August. So this is our New York event. Anybody in New York can come and get scanned. When they open in August, anybody can come and get scanned in August. If you're a part of our community, Justice for Hire, and anybody can join for free at justiceforhire.app right now, you would get like 20% off your figure of any size. And so you don't have to be a part of Justice for Hire to get your own figure, but if you want to, you get a discount and you get a bunch of cool folks here. So
I love that. I'm definitely going to have to take a visit.
Oh, please do. And hopefully if you're in LA, you can come to the LA event when we do that.
Yeah, I would love to take my niece to there and have her get her own little action figure.
Look at this. This is Creator. Creator's made his own character. And how are you? Amazing gear.
Good. How are you? You look amazing.
He built his own gear. It's like spectacular.
No, that's amazing. Gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Nice. And hi. Hello. You're amazing, all of you. I'm so proud of you guys. And before I let you go, how would you describe your company in 3 words?
In 3 words. Social film studio.
I love that. I can't wait to see what you do next and have you on when you do your LA event. I'm proud of you. Good luck, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.